guys? Hope everybody's doing well and having a great day. In this video, we're going to analyze three separate videos, one from Nova Scotia, one from Apopka, Florida, and one from Central Florida. Mysterious objects in the day and nighttime sky. But first I want to talk about what's going on with the shields of the Earth. You're looking at the ionosphere D region graph. This monitors the energy primarily from CMEs that are interacting with the Earth, and when CMEs do interact with the Earth, the polar regions behave like you're seeing right now. The energy that interacts with the Earth is forced to the north and south poles of the Earth, and that's how the Earth manages this energy from large CMEs. Looking at the last 7 days of sun activity over here at the SOHO LASCO C3 instrument, you can see there's only been one X-class solar flare in the last 7 days, and this was back on October 31st. What we're seeing in the ionosphere D region, this has been going on now for 7 days straight, 196 hours plus straight, and it still continues right now as I do this video. Something, an invisible force, is interacting with the Earth's magnetic shields, and this is why we're seeing this activity over here on the ionosphere D region graph. This usually doesn't behave this way. I mean, if we have a strong Earth-directed solar flare that has a CME component, yes, the ionosphere D region will behave like this. This is what it's supposed to do. So the way I'm perceiving this is there's something else interacting with the Earth right now other than the sun. This is just a theory, of course, but in the past, whenever we have Earth-directed CMEs like that one right there, they typically don't drench the Earth with energy for 7 days straight like we're seeing right now. In fact, we're heading into day 8, and there's a perpetual, there's been a nonstop radio blackout down in Antarctica now for 7 days. There's been intermittent radio blackouts in the northern hemisphere for the better part of 7 days. You can see it's starting to retreat a little bit in the northern hemisphere, but the energy and radio blackouts persist down in Antarctica. I want to take you guys now to Apopka, Florida. Video footage sent in by Samantha from October 14th of 2024 when she looked up and saw this in the evening sky. I know it's a little difficult to see, but what she spotted was moving through the sky horizontally. This is not Comet Atlas that was visible in the evening skies last month. This was something different cruising through the sky that had a tail very high up in the sky. Could have been some sort of a large meteorite moving through the atmosphere at a very high altitude, but this was not Comet Atlas. This was something different. Not an airplane, and definitely not a helicopter. I want to take you guys now to Nova Scotia. Luana sent in this video from October 20th at 7:40 p.m. when she looked up and saw this in the nighttime sky. Some sort of a mysterious light that was not an airplane, not a helicopter. Looks like this was out above the ocean, and we've seen multiple videos from this location, one being what looked like a triangle craft out above the ocean, visible from Nova Scotia. This doesn't necessarily look like a triangle craft, but it's definitely not an airplane, not a helicopter, wasn't making any sound. What appeared to be two very large, bright red and bright green blinking lights that are very close together were visible for, I don't know, nearly 5 minutes from her location in Nova Scotia. Not quite sure what's going on up there, but there's been a lot of activity here recently. I don't normally get a lot of videos from Nova Scotia. I've received more videos in the last 2 months from Nova Scotia than I've received probably in the last 8 years from the Nova Scotia region. You can see the lights are starting to get very big right here. I don't know if the object, whatever it was getting closer to her location, but again, this thing was not making any sound. It was maintaining the same general altitude and moving very slowly, at times almost appearing to remain stationary in the nighttime sky. I think right there she zoomed in tight, and then here in just a few seconds, it just very quietly disappeared into the night sky. What an incredible observation coming out of Nova Scotia. Going from Nova Scotia back to Central Florida. Video sent in by Laddie from August of 2024 at 7:30 p.m. when they looked up and saw this in the evening sky. It wasn't quite dark yet. You can still see blue skies and the sun was above the horizon. And they noticed this bright object moving through the evening sky looks like it's coming directly at them. Doesn't appear to be an airplane, as there's no sound, no blinking lights. Looks like one large bright light. You don't see any wings, you don't see any tail fins, some sort of a mysterious light. There's a plane that enters the field of view here in just a second, and it crosses the entire screen from left to right. I think it's coming up here in just a few seconds. You're going to see what appears to be an airplane move across the screen. I'm not quite sure what this was right there. There's the airplane right there. Clearly an airplane. No denying that. This is a different story. That's why they recorded it. They wouldn't typically record airplanes in the sky, as we see airplanes all the time. This was something different, moving very slowly, and again, not making any sound. This was visible from Central Florida. Video footage going back to August of 2024. Here's a heavy zoom. I zoomed in as tight as I could. I was looking for any possible features. Here I adjusted the lighting color and basically inverted the entire video. Light is dark in this video. Usually this will reveal any type of wings, tail fins, motors, and nothing. You still see what looks like a big blob of bright light moving very slowly through the skies of Central Florida. That was the second video out of Central Florida. But again, back to where we started here at the beginning of the video, the Earth is dealing with something. It's trying to tell us that there's something influencing the atmosphere, the magnetic shields, that's been going on now for 7 days straight. And again, we've only had one very large X-class solar flare, and that wasn't the largest we've ever seen by any means. I believe it was an X1, maybe an X2 tops, and we haven't had any other X flares other than that. So what's interacting with the atmosphere is a bit of a mystery right now, persisting now for over 196 hours. Thanks for the photos and videos, guys. Keep them coming. If you guys have any photos you'd like to share, you can send those to reports at MrMBB333.com. If you guys have any videos you'd like to share that are too large to attach to the email, come over here to the homepage of the website. Look for this red tab that says, Have a Large Video. It's a Dropbox. Drag and drop your videos into the Dropbox. Please include your first name, date, and location, and I'll take it from there. Thanks for watching. Have a super day, and be safe out there.